It appears that Congress and its allies in Tamil Nadu are not on the same page over the release of convicts in the Rajiv Gandhi assassination case. VCK chief Thirumavalan has been seen honouring Ravichandran, who is amongst the 6 convicts in the Rajiv Gandhi case, released on orders of the Supreme Court. Earlier, it was Stalin who welcomed the release of all convicts as historic. Stalin, in fact, had also met convict Perarivalan when he was released from prison in May. Now, while allies are welcoming Rajiv Gandhi's killers, Congress is seeking a review of the Supreme Court order. Right. Let's take this across to our guest. Joining us with us is George Kurian, political analyst. With us also is Dr. Syed Hafiz, spokesperson of the DMK. Let me come across to you first, Mr. Syed Hafiz. You know, we have seen in the past, we have debated Stalin and his support to, the release of, as far as these individuals are concerned, who incidentally have been convicted, have not been let off for their crimes, but only on a technical ground that the punishment was not delivered, have been released by the apex court. But the larger question is this. Why this sudden rush? Why this sudden hurry to be seen and be photographed along with these individuals? Is it only for cheap publicity? Syed, can you hear me?
I cannot hear you. Can you be a little louder?
Syed, I am asking a simple question. First it was Mr. Stalin seen with Perarivalan. Now we are seeing the same picture as far as Mr. Thirumavalan is concerned. Why is there this rush amongst leaders in the Tamil Nadu ruling alliance to be seen along with those who are convicts? And convicts in a case in which a Prime Minister has been killed.
At all. Your voice is so disturbed.
All right, we'll come to you later. Let me try and fix that audio. We'll try and connect with you again. But let me take that question across to George Kurian. George Kurian, what possibly explains this? Because here you have on one hand the Congress saying that they are going to appeal against this order as far as the apex court is concerned. On the other hand, it is not just the DMK but now even the VCK that is rushing in for a photo opportunity with these convicts. And these are the convicts of in a case in which a former Prime Minister has been assassinated.
Well, I strongly condemn this act by VCK chief in trying to felicitate the convicts who have been come out of premature, who have come out on premature case. They were sentenced to life imprisonment on the orders of the Supreme Court. Having said that, Congress has condemned this incident in the past of their release, and they have called it unacceptable and totally, completely innocuous. So,
no, but is it tenable? George Kurian, simple question, and you can respond to this, sir. But is it tenable at all to continue in the alliance? What is the urgency to continue? If you feel that a tallest leader and the Prime Minister, no less, a former Congress president, and in fact somebody who's been the Prime Minister of this country, leave alone in fact his association with the Congress party, if you feel it's such an insult to him and his memory and his legacy, then why not snap the alliance with the DMK? What is the compulsion to continue?
But as you know, in politics, one cannot rush up on things. So definitely Congress party will look into this with seriousness, and I'm sure that some kind of a conclusion they will come up to in this matter.
Well, the conclusion does not seem to be public at the moment, at least. But let me take that question across to C. Rajshekharan. C. Rajshekharan, why should the alliance, in fact, even continue if there is, such a lot of difference? If you're approaching the court against something which, in fact, the Assembly had ratified, both as far as the ADMK and the DMK is concerned, the larger question is what kind of political compulsion or expediency is this, where a party who doesn't agree with you and is not on the same page as far as the assassination of a former Prime Minister of your party is concerned, why the compulsion to continue, sir? That's something that nobody's been able to explain.
Madhav, see, I entered politics listening to our late Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi. I am a great admirer of Rajiv Gandhi. But today, the convicts of Rajiv Gandhi assassination have been released by the Honorable Supreme Court. So the Supreme Court of India has released these convicts on merit, and they had made
No, not on merits, sir. It's on technical grounds. Let's not say it's on merits. It's on very technical grounds that the executive has not acted on time. Let's not play around with the facts here. We know that their conviction has not been annulled.
Madhav, I'll tell you, they are convicts. I am not saying no to that. But the Tamil Nadu Assembly had passed a resolution. Subsequently, it had gone to the Honorable Supreme Court. And on technicalities, only they have been released, that everybody knows. And you have to go by a review petition before the Honorable Supreme Court with the central government, which failed to do it earlier. are going to do it. But as far as today, Mr. Thirumavalan meeting is just a normal act of whatever gesture and kindness by anybody, because he is just meeting the convicts as they had approached him, like Chief Minister M.K. Stalin had met Perarivalan. Today, Mr. Thirumavalan has met Ravichandran.
No, but why is there this hurry among selected leaders to meet the convicts? Is it only for publicity?
Hey, I have no answer for that, because you should ask the convicts.
All right, we put that question. All right, just a second, Mr. Rajshekhar. Times Now Sri Prapanch has put that question across to Mr. Thirumavalan. Listen into this sequence where Times Now has asked exactly this question about the tenability of the alliance, where the Congress party is on one side of the page and the other allies such as VCK and DMK seem to be on a completely different page. Is this alliance still tenable? Listen in to what Mr. Thirumavalan had to say.
Even though he was in the prison, actual criminals, culprits, escaped from this case. This is my content. Supreme Court itself has released him and all other 5 persons under the article of 142. There is no any influence, political influence. They were not released under 161 article of Constitution. They have not released on the basis of the political ground. They have come out from the direction of Supreme Court only. So legally he got released. There is no harm to meet him. Actually he came to Chennai and he met many friends and advocates and politicians who have contributed to his release, as if he met me also, and he expressed his thanks to me and my cadres. So this is not against the morality of the politics.
He is still a convict. Center has filed an appeal against this particular issue, and also Congress will be filing a review petition.
So this is a routine procedure, I think so. It is expected one, a fortunate one. I believe that this will not affect the release of 6 persons who convicted in the Rajiv assassination.
Does it not send a wrong message when you are meeting a convict who assassinated our late Prime Minister?
It will not give any such a wrong message. I don't believe that he is culprit. I believe that he is innocent. He released now. Actually victimized by law and bureaucrats.
Sir, Congress has been in your alliance for quite some time. There are leaders in the Congress who don't concur or have similar views like you, sir. What would you want to tell them? Will that hamper your alliance with the Congress parties?
I don't think like that, because I am not receiving people who is really culprit in the Rajiv assassination. I strongly believe that Ravichandran, Nalini and the people who belongs to Tamil Nadu, Perarivalan, not involved in Rajiv assassination. They are actually they have no any contact, any connections with that assassination.
But they were convicted, sir.
But the court itself released them.
On technicality?
Not at all. Not at all. The lower court convicted 26%.
All right, so that's a member of parliament, the leader of the VCK, Mr. Thirumavalan, who strongly believes that those individuals convicted by a court of law are actually innocent. That's his view. Let's take this across to Mithun Vijay Kumar. Mithun Vijay Kumar, is there anything that justifies this view of the VCK leader, who is actually a member of parliament? He's an elected leader. He is coming out to say that he believes those individuals convicted by the court are actually innocent. Is there anything to prove the position that Mr. Thirumavalan has taken today?
See, he is the one who should be arrested first for doing these, honoring these criminals. And he's saying that the person is innocent. But Ravichandran is the one who was actually convicted for arranging the logistics for killing Rajiv Gandhi. So how can this person say that he is innocent and say that, okay, Perarivalan and all these people are clean? So has he done any investigation, or does he have any information that even the center doesn't have, because they have filed, the center has itself filed a review petition for the same. So at this point, the Congress has to condemn this act of their allies. They have to, strongly voice out their concerns about this. And it's actually surprising why Congress is not reacting at this point. Only some, a few spokespersons are speaking about it. Even Rahul Gandhi has not made any statement for these honoring these killers of Rajiv Gandhi. So it's something that must be taken seriously, and we should not be honoring criminals in our country, especially when the country is going through a phase where, terrorist activities are happening almost everywhere.
Respond to that, Dr. Syed Hafiz. It's a stage where terrorist activities are very well recorded. Their activities are very well known. And what's the message we're sending out? You can kill the Prime Minister and get away with it. There's nothing on record to prove that these persons are innocent or have been harassed. If a court has convicted them, then why are we going out, and how can a responsible leader, an elected leader like the VCK chief, actually come out with a comment like they are innocent?
The outset, I just want to tell, because I was not part of the first 5 minutes of your debate, so I did not know what the Congress spokesperson's view was. But as far as DMK is concerned, we see it, we have it in black and white, that they are convicts. There is no second thought as far as the DMK are concerned. As long as there is a reformative concept in the Indian criminal system, and that reformative concept is applicable to all the convicts, wherever they are eligible for it, it is the duty of the government of the day to make sure that the citizens of the country, though they are convicts, get the complete liberty that the Constitution gives to them. So that is our point. We see it as a humanitarian grounds, and DMK is a party which is against the capital punishment. So this is the view that the DMK party took. We don't say that they are not convicts. Absolutely, they are convicts. That is what the court has said. We have to abide by the court.
But Mr. Syed Hafiz, what is the urgency? What is the tearing hurry to go and meet these individuals? Whether it's Perarivalan, whether it's Ravichandran, why are elected leaders in such a hurry? Whether it is Mr. Stalin or whether it is the VCK chief Thirumavalan, what is the urgency? Is it only for publicity?
As far as VCK chief is concerned, it is for the VCK and his party spokesperson to respond. I have nothing to say on what Thirumavalan's stand is.
He's your party's ally, sir. Is he not your ally?
He is my party ally, sir. Congress is also my party ally.
Yes. So is that alliance tenable anymore?
No. As far as the alliance is concerned, you cannot have one-point agenda to form an alliance or to break an alliance. There are a lot of bigger things that we are here, sir. We are here to save the Constitution. We have bigger problems. The federalism is at stake. Indian Constitution is at stake. The alliance has a bigger responsibility to protect India from other things that are damaging India day to day.
George Kurian, allies have a bigger responsibility. This is not a big issue. A Prime Minister can be killed, his convicts can be released. It's not a big issue. It doesn't matter if it's Rajiv Gandhi or not. George Kurian.
Don't twist the facts.
You said it. I'm just putting the facts in a different way. Let the person respond. Let the panelists respond, sir. Let the panelists respond to the point you made. Allow others also to speak, Mr. Syed.
Do not twist the facts, sir.
No, I'm not. I have just said that. I have just said what you said.
Hope the viewers see this. Sir.
Who is that?
Sanjay Dutt is a Tata convict. Who is this? UP Chief Minister. UP Chief Minister Sanjay Dutt is a Tata convict.
Okay.
So what?
Can you give me the
So we'll put that question across the BJP. No problem. Zero tolerance of terror applies to all. Let's get in some other voices, Mr. Syed. Please don't try and dominate the debate. George Kurian, your response to Dr. Syed.
You twisted my fact. I had to intervene.
George Kurian.
I totally condemn the VCK chief's statement that he just made. I'm not getting a television feed, but I could hear what he spoke. It's totally irresponsible statement that he has made. We all understand, we respect the Supreme Court's order, which gave these convicts a premature release. They were serving the life sentence. Having said that, this is nothing but a cheap publicity stunt that the VCK chief is trying to garner here. Nobody can go and there is no access to politicians that freely, and a convict coming and meeting him so freely, it's questionable. And the Congress party, I'm sure it will take the cognizance in this case and take what corrective measures they need to do it. As far as the alliance is concerned, alliance stands on a bigger ground. So definitely there will be things that.
All right, but many would question with such divergent viewpoints whether Congress and DMK can continue. Of course, it is ultimately about the killers of Rajiv Gandhi. We'll have to leave it there for the moment. I'd like to thank all our guests for joining us. And in fact, there's more breaking news coming in as more details.